Hi, I'm Terry.
And I'm Dan.
And we are Simply Seymour. Today we have Radina Lansdowne with us, and she's going to tell us about Seymour's Care to Learn program. Radina, tell us a little bit about the Care to Learn program and what it is.
Sure. Care to Learn is actually an organization that was started in 2008 in Springfield by Doug Pitt, who is, Brad Pitt's brother, if you were wondering. And so it was just focused in Springfield, but then it was realized that the needs were greater than just Springfield. And so now there is 38 chapters and growing in the state of Missouri.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes. So the mission of Care to Learn is to provide immediate funding to meet emergent needs in the areas of health, hunger, and hygiene for students in schools, so they can, not worry about being hungry, but they can go to school and learn and do what they need to do there.
Yeah. And so there's lots of ways that people in our community can help, right, Radina?
Yes, absolutely. Probably the number one way to help if you are just out in the community wondering what you can do to help us is just to donate money. And so to do that would be great. We would really appreciate any donations that anybody would want to give. If you're a business, you could do that. We are a 501(c) organization, so anything that's donated is tax deductible to you. And so to donate, you can actually go to our website, caretolearn.org/Seymour, and there's actually an easy way just to donate there. So another way to help us is just identify needs in the community in our student population. The teachers are really good about doing that. Hey, Radina, this kid needs this, or students come in and we can just, take care of their needs.
Yeah.
So if you're someone in the community and you see a need that needs to be met, just let us know and we can dive deeper into it. We may not know about it.
This is the time of year where people are starting to think about tax consequences. We've just got 3 months left in the year.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And so for businesses, that's certainly something to be thinking about at this time of year. And with you having the 501(c)(3) status, that is completely tax deductible, and that's one of the really great benefits. Radina, here's a question. How do you help kids in town? Can you kind of go into that?
Sure, absolutely. So at the school, we provide food bags, backpack program. So there's about 60 kiddos in the elementary that receive a food bag for the weekends, and they are a 3-day food bag, pretty full of food. And we actually have, for middle school, high school, there's about 30 kids that receive food bags. And those are actually provided by the Diggins Baptist Church. That's something they've done for us for several years. So they will purchase the food items and pack it and just bring it to us. And so that's one way, is by meeting that backpack program need. The bags this year, because of inflation and because we are putting more in the bags because of the 3-day weekends, it's about $7 a bag is how much that is. And so the other things we do at school are vouchers for clothes or hygiene, and those are for the Ava Walmart. So we can do that if kids need food or clothes at home. I just bought a pair of shoes today, actually, for a student, just through Amazon. Her and I picked them out, and we just got it done. So we did that as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty.
And can
pretty
this
awesome.
kind of help? I'm sure it is, Radina. Just for clarification, this can be done anonymously. There certainly is nothing that anyone should be embarrassed about.
Absolutely. And we are very, very conscious, especially being a nurse, we know the HIPAA thing. And so protecting the students' privacy in everything that we do. And so they're not feeling embarrassed or ashamed about their needs. Absolutely.
Yeah. In terms of volunteer efforts, what if someone wants to volunteer? Can they do that?
Absolutely. And we hold about 4 fundraisers a year. So all the money that Care to Learn has is because of fundraisers, local donations, or grants. And so volunteering for the fundraisers would be a really great way to help out. We do the Santa's Workshop every year.
Right.
And then we do Father-Daughter's Dance. We do the pictures for that. We do the Egg My Yard fundraiser. I'm sure everyone's maybe heard of that by now.
Yeah, I've had that done to me.
Yeah. I might have actually been the one that did that.
Yeah. I like the candy.
I know, of course, you love the candy.
So you're to blame for my diabetes, Terry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but the egg in my yard, that is awful fun.
It's
you know,
fun. Yeah, it's fun to go spread them out in people's yard too.
for sure.
And then we just do the other fundraiser that is pretty standard that we do is the 4th of July, the Freedom Celebration.
Oh, yeah.
We do that. And then there's some other ones throughout the year that, we can do. So, if you have an idea for a fundraiser, if you want to help with a fundraiser, if you want to be a voice at the meetings and just to kind of have another idea to help students, we're all for it.
To put it in perspective, what are the annual needs of Care to Learn? I mean, what are what's the financial cost to the program?
That's a good question. So this year we're budgeting about $18,000
Wow.
for food and just the needs that we can meet. And we actually, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but we can meet health, hunger, and hygiene. So, we can buy an inhaler for a kiddo if they don't have the money
Okay.
for that. We can pay for glasses. We can pay for dental visits. And so,
All those expensive
so a lot
things.
of different expensive things.
And
that we
again,
can
the
do.
portal or the way to get help is just simply contact you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Myself or in the elementary, it would be Nurse Morgan or Miss Jenny,
Okay.
They can contact me. So absolutely they can get a hold of me. And
And
we
you're in
can
the
make it
middle and
work.
high school.
I'm middle high school.
Yep.
And what are some of the things that you put in the backpacks, like for the kids to take home over the weekend to eat?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we...
I could test one of those if you wanted to
I
send
bet
one
they
with
could
me.
drop one off at the office for Dan.
Yeah.
And that's one thing is we try to tailor it to what kids will actually eat. We did a survey last year and just wanted to know what, because you have to think about non-perishable food and what they're going to eat and stuff. So we kind of got some feedback from them. So we send home some snacks for the weekend, about 3 snacks, 3 protein, like lunch, dinner meals, 3 breakfast items as well.
Wonderful.
So.
Yeah. And I know you recently got a Seymour grant too.
I know. We were so thankful.
That's
Yes.
another great thing. You guys have applied several times for the Seymour Foundation grants, and they've been really great to help you with that too.
Yes.
So more money you raise, the more people you can help. Isn't it really that
Absolutely.
simple?
It's really that
Yeah.
simple. Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, anything else you want to add, Radina?
I can't think of anything, but thank you for
Okay.
having me.
And we'll put your graphics on at the end of the video too. That way, if anybody's interested, they can get at that information there. Well, thanks
Okay.
for coming
All
in.
right.
We
Well,
appreciate
thank you all
it
so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Terry. And we are Simply Seymour. Today we have our PTO. We have Ellie Hagan and Sierra Monteleone. And tell me again what your titles are. Are you president, Ellie?
Vice President
Okay.
and Secretary.
Awesome. And so they're the secretary and vice president of PTO, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing this year. I know you've already been hard at work.
Oh, yes. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
For sure, yes. We have a lot planned for this year. And we did just want to start out by letting people know what PTO is. So many people
Yeah.
have no idea what PTO is.
What's a song? Well, that's PTA.
Yeah, it's PTA Day, not
Yeah.
PTO.
But PTO is a way for parents to get involved with their students' school. We do fundraisers to help raise money for the school. And it's not just parents, it's guardians, grandparents, whoever
Teachers.
wants to join. They can volunteer their time. We do events such as the father-daughter dance, which this year we're calling it Princess for a Night.
Ooh, who doesn't
yes.
love being a princess?
Of course. We also have a mother-son night as well. And we have a book fair and Santa's workshop coming up also.
Very
Awesome.
soon.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I always love the book fairs. They're so much fun. There's
Oh, and
so
they're
many
such a
great
hit.
books. Oh, I
Yes,
know.
the kids go crazy.
I think
Yeah.
last year we made $7,000 with one
Wow.
book fair. So
That's
that was
amazing.
just
That
Yeah.
really
great.
does. It does have a huge impact.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what are some of the things that you do with the money that you raise?
Well, this year, since the new construction's going on to build onto the school, part of the playground equipment for the elementary school is going to be taken out by that. So we're raising money to try to get new playground equipment, and we also give a $500 scholarship to the senior that volunteers the most time,
Oh, that's excellent.
which they're always willing during Santa's workshop. So that's
Yeah.
good information to get out there because many seniors don't know about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of Santa's Workshop, some deadlines are sort of coming up here pretty close
Oh,
for
yes.
Santa's Workshop, which arrives. What's the date on that one? Do we?
For applications,
No, the actual event is what, the
December 2nd.
December the 2nd?
Yes.
And what do we got going on that's related to that, Sierra?
Applications will be going out, so those will be available to get and
Okay.
get through Alicia Hagen.
And we are looking for volunteers.
Oh, yes.
We would love to have people in the community, make it out and volunteer their time to help these kids. We need people to help the little ones shop. They just need some extra help budgeting their money and, walking around, making sure they have everything for all their family members. But that takes people. That takes,
Yes.
some help. And so we would love to have people come out and volunteer some time. And if there are people who are interested in doing that, they can get a hold of Alicia Hagen, and we'll
Yes.
make sure that we provide her information.
And don't you even need people like to wrap presents
Yes.
Gift
and
wrappers,
stuff like that?
wrapping,
Yeah.
Concession stands. If you're willing to help,
You're going to
needed
put
and
it. You're going to put them to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing T-shirts this year?
Yes, they go on sale November 1st.
Okay.
So that will be available, and you can, again, contact Alicia Hagen or our Facebook page that will be.
And what is your Facebook page?
It is, I believe, Seymour Tigers PTO 2022-2023. It's long. It's a
Yeah.
tongue twister.
You guys have a great Facebook page. You're very active on it.
Yes.
So.
I try.
Well, they're technologically literate. People my age are technological morons.
Oh,
I still want to use a rotary phone.
yeah. Well, that doesn't happen very often, Dan.
And if we do have parents who are interested in joining PTO, they can get a hold of the office ladies there at the school. They'll point everybody in the right direction to get an application.
What does it cost to be a member of the PTO?
$5 a person.
What a
so
deal.
for one person, or $10 for the family. And
Okay.
surprisingly, we had lots of families pay this year. Like it was
Wonderful.
more. I think it was more popular for families to put the payment than it was an individual.
And
Wow.
if like somebody didn't have a kid in school, but they still wanted to support, they could do that too,
Oh, of
right?
course we do. We have
yes.
grandparents. We have teachers that don't have kids. We have everybody.
And even like businesses, could
Oh,
they
yeah.
do it too?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of businesses, now do you still have the program at Santa's Workshop, which again is coming up, Christmas season's getting close, where children receive some shopping money for that event,
We do.
courtesy of the PTO, or there's I know business sponsors that oftentimes donate to help out.
Oh yeah,
kids.
we do, and we do accept donations of all sorts. That can be cash, that can be check, that can be objects. It's always appreciated with donations, and contacting the Facebook page or Alicia Hagen
Okay.
is the best way to do that.
yes, and there are so many parents who, they just don't have the time to donate. So there are other options, of course, because we would love to be able to help out the community and get that playground equipment that is so needed for our
Oh,
school with the
right.
new build coming
Yeah.
up for sure. Yes.
And that playground equipment is so expensive. It's
Oh,
crazy.
very.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you guys are doing a great job.
Thank
Keep up
you.
the good work, ladies. And we appreciate you coming in today and taking time to visit with us. Do you have anything else you want to visit about?
I think that's
I think
it.
that's it.
All right.
Awesome. Well,
Happy to
thank
be
you
here.
so much.
Thank you.